What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the game room. Let's jump right into some relaxing topics. So, having just come off the Project Horned Owl review and actually finishing Skydiving Extreme and doing some stuff offline for the website, I realized I just needed to relax. And then it occurred to me, what a great topic for a video. If you're on YouTube a lot, you'll always see videos about hidden gems and underrated games, most of which aren't underrated. They're just forgotten about. And all this other stuff that's always focusing on like a game's like value, be it like gameplay wise or financial wise or whatever, what have you. And I realized that's not what we all need right now. What we need are palate cleansers. And what a palate cleanser is it's a game that you've either finished a million times or have never finished. But when push comes to shove and you just need to relax, it's always the first game you'll grab, toss in, turn off your brain, and just relax like you're watching a popcorn movie. And I think that's what we need right now, like after a year and a half of all this COVID crap and other stuff. So I sat back and looking over the last 20 plus years of playing PlayStation, have realized that I do have quite a bit of palate cleansers on the system. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Basically 5 games in no specific order that you can just toss in, turn off your brain, and relax before you get to your next project. Coming in at the first spot is the Raiden project, specifically Raiden 2. So in Raiden 2, besides being a phenomenal arcade shooter and a great port to the PlayStation, there is this purple lightning weapon that automatically homes in on your enemies. And when you get it fully powered up, this can go like full screen, super wide, just obliterating everything in its path. And it is so much fun to watch, and it is just so relaxing to just hold a button and watch all your enemies die in front of you. Next on the list is going to be Strider, specifically Strider 1 on the collection. Now, Strider, if you don't know, actually goes all the way back to the Sega Genesis and even slightly earlier for the arcade. And there is just something cathartic about having a guy with a super long sword that you can make much longer, just one hit killing all these evil robots and brushing guys with guns and doing all this acrobatic stuff. And it just comes across so easily. And literally the first and second stages of Strider 2 are some of the most fun. Just keep hitting the button and jumping and just relax. It still holds up to this day, which is incredible for a game that's that old. Next on the list is a personal favorite of mine, Tempest X3. Now, if you've never played Tempest, it's actually an old arcade game that was souped up for different consoles, including the Jaguar, the Saturn, and the PlayStation. And it can be rough. Like it can be a tough challenge. But those first few levels where you're just rolling back and forth, just shooting incoming guys, jumping over guys, technically on the grid, all the like special effects coming at you with the I almost said the price points, with the point values and the voiceovers and the supersonic recharge. Oh my god, it's fantastic. Highly recommend it. The next game on our list is actually Ridge Racer, the original, the day one baby. And for me, Ridge Racer has always held a special place in my heart because it's the first game I ever saw running on the original PlayStation at a Japanese anime, I guess meetup you would call it, that I was part of years and years ago. One of the attendees, who made probably more money than I'll ever know, was always buying the newest imports. Like he had an import Saturn day one, import PlayStation day one. And we walked in one day laughing, knowing full well he was probably going to have the system. And he was running Toshinden and Ridge Racer. And seeing Ridge Racer just flying around the track, dodging and weaving those giant cars, like that was it. I had to have a PlayStation. It was done. And to this day, like, if I'm bored or just restless or just need to detox, I will throw in Ridge Racer, I will pick the red and green car, and I will just power slide around the track for a couple minutes, sometimes going backwards if I want to. And seriously, if you don't have a cheap copy of Ridge Racer, just pick it up. Like, it's awesome. It's, besides being a great launch day game and a great conversion, it really is just a relaxing popcorn movie type game. But the number one palate cleanser for me, and I proved this again last night before doing this video just to prove it, believe it or not, is Batman Forever, the arcade game. Now, I'm going to try and not do a full review because that will come later down the pike. But if you ever truly need to just de-stress, you need two things: Batman Forever, the arcade game, and a Game Shark. Give yourself infinite health, not lives, infinite health. Make yourself impervious. And you can just go to town on every bad guy in the game. Now, what makes Batman Forever hysterical and really fun and a great palate cleanser is that while you usually can't pull them off because there's just too many guys on screen, both Batman and Robin actually have Street Fighter type motions. They can do a fireball motion for like an uppercut, or in Robin's case, it's a kick. They can do dash punches and dash kicks and so forth. But it's a lot easier to do with Robin than it is Batman. Robin has this uppercut controller motion leg kick that looks like a flash kick almost. And if you can get a long enough combo string going, you enter what's called frenzy mode. And when you're in frenzy mode, you start glowing blue, and you can just beat the living snot out of all these bad guys and start juggling them literally up and off screen, multiple bad guys at a time. And what makes it so much fun is that they have a voiceover of the Riddler, and when you've completed your literally 115 hit combo, you just hear, "No, that's impressive!" And let me tell you, it cracks me up every time. I heard it like 18 times in an hour, and I chuckled and laughed every time. And obviously, because it's infinite health, I went through and finished the game, and I felt great, and I felt refreshed, and I was like, you know what? I'm ready to do another video. And here we are. So, literally, find your favorite game. I know you all have a palate cleanser. You probably didn't realize it's a palate cleanser, but it's there. So let me and other viewers down below know what your palate cleanser is across any system, any genre. It doesn't matter what it is. PlayStation 4, Genesis, you name it. Let us know. After a year and a half of craziness, amongst a growing number of problems, we could all use something to just relax and chill. I will see you next episode, guys. Be safe, get vaccinated, wear your mask again where needed, and I will see you next episode. Take care.